once you got your eyebrows slapped on, we're gonna go ahead and with that Shine Killer by NYX. It's my second time using it. If you guys watched my last video, you could see me use it there. It's kind of similar to the baby skin, so I kind of like it. So I'm gonna take my blurring brush by ELF, and I'm gonna take about 5 pumps, maybe 4. Just dip in, just tap all around the skin. My favorite thing about this foundation is how it smells. I don't know why it smells so good. It just does. I'm gonna do my eyes too. I know people don't really do that, but I do. There's no rules to makeup. Do whatever you want. I just love it. I could have color corrected the color to cover some of my darkness around my mouth, but I don't feel like doing all that today. All around that forehead. So I'm gonna go in with Toffee from LA Girl. Right under the eye. This is like a thicker consistency than that one is. Oh shit. On my shirt. So there's a lot of TV shows and things on Netflix coming out, and I'm hella excited. And one of them is called Bright by, it's from Netflix, I just said that, but it's called Bright, and it has Will Smith in it and a bunch of other actors. I know it's really sad because I wasn't paying attention, but it's basically about aliens coexisting with humans, and it ain't aliens. They're like, what do you call that? Like, I don't know if you guys watch Shadowhunters. I would consider them all downworlders because it's like fairies and mythical creatures all coexisting with humans. So Will Smith is like the lead actor in that. That's going to be real interesting. A girl gets found and she has a magic wand. Just go ahead and watch the trailer for it. But it's from Netflix and it'll be here pretty soon. So I'm excited to watch that. And I was talking to my cousin earlier and I was telling her how we were prepared for all these TV shows. And the reason why is because we read books a lot, and we read the books by like Holly Black, Tithe, that series about modern fairies. It was real. It was like fairies living basically in a real world. So I like that series a lot. There's actually 3 books in that series: Tithe, Ironside, and Valiant. So if you guys want to check those out, read them. And then also another series I like is by Scott Westerfield, and it's called Pretties, Uglies, and Specials. And it's about a society where at the age of, I want to say 15, you're allowed to make cosmetic choices, and everybody has surgery to look beautiful, basically. And then you're sent to live in these places called party spires. And you basically go to parties and you live like a social life until you get old. And once you get old, you're called a crumbly. Yep. So if anybody has ever heard me say that, those are the books in which I got it from. And once you become a crumbly, they basically cast you out and you go either to work or they send you away. And we don't really see or hear about you after that. So, but it's about a girl who basically went through the transition and everything of being an ugly, which is when you're young, to being a pretty when you are 15 and above, to being a special, which is when you have modifications to your body that basically turn you into a form of a genetically engineered police officer. It sounds hella crazy. Read the books. They're hella good. I feel like that's what this world is going to. So I'm just going to blend this concealer out with that little tiny beauty blender. I love this little thing. Do my little sunspot. right down my nose. They have another book too. I think it's called Extras, but I didn't like that one. So those are some books that you can read. Also, Francesca Leah Block has a lot of good books. One is called, what is it called? I don't know what the hell it's called. Extasia. Maybe that's the name of the, I have to look that up. I'll probably have to link that below in the comments. But Francesca Leah Block has a lot of books about all kinds of different things. Growing up, adolescence, drugs, all that kind of stuff. I like teen books. I like adult books too, but I don't know, fantasy, sci-fi, things like that, that kind of spark me more than that would. So I read that kind of shit. Alright, so then we are going to take our powder and our little sponge here, and we're going to go ahead and set our under eye. You can leave a little bit of excess on this powder. I'm using Airspun. This is my second day using this as well. Full face of new shit. Take 2. Let's do that. Nose. And you saw my last video, and if you didn't, go ahead and watch it. We're going to pretend that we're contouring, but we're really not. I have my contour kit by JLB. We're going to go ahead and go in with this bad boy. The Real Techniques sculpting brush. We're going to take that, and we're going to go in with this color and this color. So you see where we put under the eye, you see where we put down below. We're going to go in between. And here's the thing. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't know why people are obsessed with perfection. Oh, it doesn't look right. It doesn't look right. Nothing looks right when you're doing it. You have to get everything together. You have to make it all cohesive. So one step at a time. We look like a shambles, and then once we get rid of all this powder, everything will blend together. So yeah, does anybody else read? Like, I know people are into all types of different things on YouTube. I'm also into anime hella hardcore. Did anybody catch the last episode of Boruto? I'm not impressed with Sarada. Not at all. I don't see a point. She's not like her dad or her mom. I think it's really sad that they don't take care of her, and she's doing all that stuff because your mom's out being a freaking medical ninja and your dad's off doing who knows what the fuck. Where the hell is Sasuke? What is he doing? I mean, at the end of the last show, it's like you just took off because you wanted to redeem yourself. You wanted to find your place in the ninja world. You're not in it, bro. You're walking around the whole entire who knows where, and everybody's like waiting on you all the time. Like, where you at? When Sarada was like, oh, I wish I had a dad. You touched my heart, bro. Like, you almost killed me. That is just, it's terrible. So we're going to take this little blending brush by Wet n Wild, and we're going to go ahead and contour the nose. Today I'm going to bring my contour in to try to make my nose a little bit smaller. I'm going to snatch it up. Snatched. Snatched. Okay. Yeah, I don't like how the parents are being represented from Naruto on Boruto. It bugs me. It's like all the parents are pieces of shit. Like, what? Naruto never sees Boruto, and he never sees Himawari. I mean, he's never home. basically Hinata raised them on her own because you're out being a Hokage. But here's the thing. If I could split my body into all them different places and people and different things like that, then I would be everywhere at one time. I'm sorry, I know you tired, but you had a family, bro. You have an obligation. So, I'm like hella passionate. I watched this guy on here. His name is Shino Bentrail. So, go ahead and catch one of his videos because he actually has in-depth explanations about reading the manga and everything. I didn't read that because I think I'd be even more pissed off with this situation. I don't like that. We're gonna let this shit sit for a minute. And I think I'm gonna go in with the peach palette today. But that's way over there, so I'm gonna go get it. You just have to do that every time you open it. It just smells like straight up peach. We're gonna just take a fluffy blender. I'm gonna use, what is this? Charmed, I'm sure. Tap the excess. I'm gonna go right in with that. It's real dark and wonderful. Yeah, so I just don't agree with that. I don't know why we had to go from them. You know, I just don't understand why we had to go from Naruto not having any parents to him being a terrible parent. Because, I mean, I guess in a sense it's like, well, he didn't know how to be a parent. But that's not an excuse. You should be the best parent that you can when you've had a situation like that. So it just kind of bugs me that they're just hella badass parents. I don't know what the fuck Sasuke's doing. Like, for real though. He's just wandering the fucking world at this point with, like, aimlessly. I know you're supposedly, like, protecting everybody, but where? Where? Not when you ain't nowhere to be found. Talking about, I wish I had a dad. We're gonna go in with Summer Yum, which is that warmy brown type, and we're gonna put that right in the crease. And just blend it right on top of that Charmed, I'm sure. What other animes have I been watching? Sailor Moon Crystal was good. I don't appreciate them. What I don't appreciate. I always don't appreciate something. I always got a problem with something. My problem with Sailor Moon Crystal was that if you didn't buy the Blu-ray, then you basically watched it in awful quality. And I don't feel like they should have done Sailor Moon fans like that in the US, personally. But whatever. It's their show. You can do whatever you want to do. I just don't appreciate it. I take just another fluffy blending brush. And we're going to go in with, what is this? Candied Peach. Candied Peach. And we're actually going to top that right on top of that. So we're going to put that right on top of those two. So we're going to take that again. I swear this is, it's like floating in the air. I'm sure you guys can see it. And it kind of tastes sweet. So just blend the two together, the three together, excuse me. Yeah, but other than that, I really like the story. I like how fast-paced Sailor Moon Crystal was, but I just wasn't feeling the fact that they made it look terrible and then told you that you were supposed to buy the Blu-ray in order to see it in good quality. Excuse me. I do believe I paid for Hulu already. So if you don't put it on there, then put it in good quality because I already paid you for that. Like, this world is just consumed by how much money I can get from an individual whose Comcast bill is just outrageous. We're going to go in with Georgia, which is that neutral, wonderful color down there. I'm not feeling that. So we're gonna go in with the NYX white base and put that down. That always happens to me. I can never just put a color on. Can y'all make a palette for me that I could just put a color on without needing this pencil? Because that would be much appreciated. Stop hollering what people should buy unless you're going to give them some money to go buy it. Because I got that palette before I realized that all the colors were not going to translate on my skin. So all these trailers are coming out. Did anybody see the Thor Ragnarok trailer? Can we just talk about how cute Bruce Banner is? I love the Hulk. I think it's fucked up that they don't give him his own movie. Because Edward Norton's not playing that character anymore. So why can't he get his own damn movie? You gave all the rest of them people their own movie. Talking about, oh, we're gonna see a lot of the Hulk within the next couple movies. And that's gonna feel like he had his own movie. Why do we have to feel like he's gonna have his own movie? Why you can't just give him one? Alright, so we're gonna go back in with Georgia. And hope that it stays on this white eyeshadow, which it looks like it will. See? And that was a prime example of why I used that base like that. Because when I didn't have that base on, this was ashy as hell. There was no color. Now that I have put a base on, it looks like peach, like the rest of the palette. And if your palette don't have no mirror, don't make it. Don't make it. Stop charging people all that money for a mirrorless palette. I should make a segment called Stop Doing This. Stop doing this. So let's go ahead and coat this side too. And with the NYX bases, they dry up. So I do one eye at a time with them because they will dry the hell out and you'll just be left with a nice white base that you can't put color on unless you wet your brush. We're going to go back in with that fluffy blender that we used. We're going to blend this out in the crease area. So once you look crazy as hell, we're going to go ahead and put that down. And then we're going to get rid of this powder. Alright, sweet. So once you got your wing liner on, I did fuck my eyeshadow up and I had to go ahead and do it all over again. So it can be done. So once we get that done, and we've already got all the powder, let me see if there's a little excess. I'm going to go in with the True Complexion Contour Kit, and I'm going to go ahead and use the one that I've hit pan on. We're going to go ahead with our quick fix. Wonderful coconutty goodness. And I got my fan. Just going to fan this. Going with our highlight. I love that tea. Alright, so we're going to go in with our highlight, which is going to be the Makeup Revolution Triple Baked Bronzer and Highlighter. But this is one of the highlighters in Golden Goddess. Go forward. Look at that. Anyway, so we're going to take a fan brush. Go in and tap. I'm going to go heads. Oh yeah. Look at that. So I'm supposed to be going to dinner with my boyfriend and his friends from work. Tell me why every time he tells me that we're going to go somewhere, he tries to get me to stay at home so that I could be ratchet and go out to dinner. I wore sweatpants one time and he was like, oh my God, you look ratchet, blah, blah, blah. So I told him that I'm never, ever going anywhere without any makeup on again. So he hits me up a couple minutes ago and was like, what are you doing? Where'd you go? I went home to get ready. Because you guys try to pull that bullshit and ask me to go somewhere to eat with you. And I look like a hot ass mess. Not today, bro. So we're going to take another one of those blushes that I have. Those baked blushes by NYX. This one's not open, but I can open it. I think. Y'all know people got nails and stuff? What is with the packaging? Why do you guys do this shit? After you break open the box. Then I have this blush. It's going to be in Wonderlust. Translating. There we go. Wonderlust. So that's going to be like a peachy pink type situation. No doubt there's a little bit of highlight in here. So we're going to do what we did last time. And swirl the brush in. Tap. And we're going to go from the back. From the middle of the contour and highlight where they meet. We're going to go from the back forward and really tie in the two of those colors. Oh yes. One more time. Back to front. It just makes everything so cohesive and wonderful. Okay, so once we do that, we're going to go ahead and put that back. We're going to go back in with that highlight. We're going to take that brush, go right down the nose. So once we got that all set and good to go, we're going to go in with this blush by Mark, and it's hella peachy. It's like a super peach. So we're gonna go in with that. We're just gonna use this little pink brush. It came from Forever 21. A little fallout, and this is gonna go on the apple. Just like so. Okay, so for lips, I don't know what the heck we're about to do, but he is ready to go, so I have to hurry the hell up. We're going to put on our lip liner, which is of course going to be Hot Cocoa. I'm actually gonna pop my glasses on because I'm pretty much finished with my face. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna do Hot Cocoa. All over the lip. Bow and Arrow by Kat Von D. And before this dries real quick, if I could find it, we're going to go in with the fan brush that we use with the highlight and go right on top of the lip. It's called Barely There by Essence. And we're going to go ahead over. Right over that liquid lip. And this is pretty much the finished product. I need to hit up my edges. We probably won't do that. This will be the do for the day. So let's go ahead and hit it up one more time with that setting spray. This is the finished product. So I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys like this look. And if you did, then you can go ahead and rate and comment, and also subscribe and hit that notification bell so you guys can be alerted when I make a new video and post it. So thank you guys for watching. Go ahead and read up on those books. Tell me what you think. Watch that anime. And I'll see you guys at a later date. Take care.